Oh, hey, I am 28 days away from leaving the country. 28 days. We are in the 20s now. Then we're going to be in the teens, and then we're going to be in the single digits. How I'm feeling? I'm feeling giddy. You know how when you're a little kid and you're really excited about something and you're just like that kind of excited? That's how I feel from time to time throughout the day. Very excited because every day is getting more real. So, very excited. As far as today, things I got done, I didn't do a lot. I did file my taxes. I also sold 2 more things on Facebook Marketplace. That was good. Let's see. I didn't, just not really a lot today. Today, I was back to work, so I wasn't able to do too much because I had to work. But I did go from my walk 3 miles. We've been doing 3 miles. I've been pushing myself to walk more and more because I know that I'm going to be walking a lot for the rest of my life. So I might as well get used to walking and make it a routine, make it a habit. I also did list a few new things on my Etsy shop. Again, it is linked in the description of my video if you want to check that out. Again, I appreciate your support, and it doesn't have to be monetary. You do not have to buy anything. I understand if you can't or don't want to, but I would appreciate maybe going and giving my shop some support by liking my shop, sharing it, favoriting items in my shop, whatever. Just press all the buttons, you know what I mean? Sometimes these are getting a little hard to do, and I'm still pushing myself to do them because every day I don't always have enough to talk about. And in order to make a long form video on YouTube, it has to be over 3 minutes. So you might find me rambling a little bit because I really need to get my video to be longer. Of course, more than 3 minutes. But I guess this is just almost like my diary where I'm just coming in until it's time for me to leave to just say how I feel. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it on the last few days because the last few days are probably going to be a little more hectic. I'm probably not going to have anywhere to sit at all for the most part to do this. We actually plan on staying in a hotel the night before. So with that being said, I'm not sure how I'm going to come in and do that part, but I'll figure that out as that time comes. I'll figure that out because at the end of the day, what we want is the final video. Not the final video, of course, but the video where I'm saying, today is the day, I'm on my way. And then I'm coming back and saying I'm here. Because that's what it's going to be. The day of, it's probably going to be a lot like that because I think it's just going to be too much for me to try to record the process. I'm not even going to do that to myself. I just don't think it's a good idea. I need to be focused, locked in to what I'm doing because, like I said before, we have a lot of moving parts because we have pets and we also have a lot of people. And some of the people that we have never flown internationally. Some have never flown at all. So I am nervous about that. I'm anxious about that. But they're adults. It's not the end of the world. They will be okay. We'll get through it. I know we will. Everyone at one point in their life has never flown. So everyone has to get through that hurdle. First time I flew by myself. I was alone. It was just me. It was from here to New York, which wasn't long. It was a couple hours. I was perfectly fine. So I know having someone who has never flown go on their first flight being a long flight, it's a little rough, but the reason why I'm not that worried about it because I feel like we have a flight from here to Canada, which is going to be like 2 hours. So that's a little introductory flight. I'd be able to see, oh, this is how it goes. And that's on a smaller plane. So they're really going to get, I feel like, the real feel of what it would be like to fly. Because they may experience more turbulence and things like that because it's a smaller plane. The longest flight is the big plane. The plane where there's more room is with Lufthansa, which I think that I've flown with Lufthansa before and I was very comfortable on the flight there and coming back. So I feel like they will be comfortable. Also, we did our seats and we picked our seats. I made sure to put their seats on the aisle seat so that they can get up and go to the bathroom if they need to take a little breather, even though the bathroom there's not much breathing in there because it's like a closet. But also I did that so that they can be close to me too because I'm on the aisle seat as well. And I'm going to have to be their support person. But I'm not going to worry about that because there's nothing I can do about that. I think we'll be fine. I've got melatonin got something that you can take for calming. There's lots of different things that can be done to make sure that, you know, someone feels a little more calm, a little more comfortable, a little less anxious on their first flight, or just on a flight in general. Because I have two people one person who's never flown at all, one person who flew when they were like young, and then I have one person that has flown, but they've only flown within the United States. So those are the three dynamics that I'm dealing with. Everyone's different, but I know the first time I flew overseas, I could care less. I wanted to go where I was going, so I didn't care about dealing with the flight. I knew that I would be fine, and I was. So that's the kind of attitude I want them to adopt, and we'll take it from there. Anyway, there's my rambling. Again, this is like my journal. I'm just kind of coming in and talking about the things that are on my mind with this process, talking about where we are with this process. And we are on day 28. We are 28 days away from, I want to say this. Donald Trump, I ain't vote for this president. For real. Okay? Just being real. But anyway, I will see you all tomorrow for day 27. And have a good night.